What is going on, comic book fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back yet to another Final Order Cutoff Speculation and Recommendations video. This is the video where I scour Final Order Cutoff looking for all the books that might have a little something in the guts or on the cover or something worthy of a little bit of speculation, so that way you and me, we can try to make this hobby fund itself. But guys, I also scour Final Order Cutoff looking for all the best books to pick up to read. What's in the guts of the book, the actual story itself, because we don't want to miss out on those amazing stories. So, speculation and recommendations. Alright guys, let's not waste any more time. That was our little intro. Let's go ahead and cover my 3 weekly speculation reminders. If you guys have seen this video series before, or you guys are seasoned speculators, guys, go ahead and look down in the description below and skip forward to Final Order Cutoff cover lover picks. But if you guys are new to speculation or new to this video series, please hear me out and listen to these 3 speculation reminders. Now, my first reminder that I tell you guys every single week is the most important, and that is you guys have to do your own research. Guys, this is a video all about speculation, and speculation is educated guesses, and that's exactly what I'm doing with the books that I'm going to present to you guys today. I'm making an educated guess on what I think might do well on the secondary market in the future. But what I highly suggest that you guys do is go check out the comic book YouTubers you trust, other comic book websites that you trust, and other comic book apps that you trust. Gather the most information possible so that way you guys can make the best decisions possible for yourself. Because remember, you guys are spending your own hard-earned money on these books. It's not my money, it's your money. Now, the second reminder that I have for you guys is that there are delays in comic books. So sometimes a book will show up multiple times on Final Order Cutoff, and that is because its release date got moved for one reason or another. Now, my last reminder for you guys is that I record this video on Thursday. Today is Thursday, April 11th of 2024, and guys, DC Comics, Marvel Comics, and all the independents have until Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern to finalize what is going to be on Final Order Cutoff. So that means they can add and remove books after I record this video. So what I highly suggest you guys do is follow these 2 places for the most up-to-date information after this video. So the first place is the Comic Book Frontier. It is a fantastic Facebook group run by my good friend Al, and he will update his Final Order Cutoff speculation all the way up until the order deadline dates, which I will cover in just a moment. And the other place that I think you guys should check is coverprice.com. They're a fantastic comic book based website, and I believe they put out their list either on Saturday or Sunday, which will have their final picks for this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. Alright guys, those are my 3 weekly speculation reminders. Let's go ahead and cover this weekend's Final Order Cutoff order deadline dates. Alright guys, if you're interested in picking up any of the books that I'm going to talk about in today's video, you guys need to get your pre-orders in by April 14th for your DC Scout and Vault books, and April 15th for your Marvel and all the other independent publishers. And the main reason why you want to do this, guys, is that you can save up to 20% off the cover price of these books if you guys are getting your orders in by this weekend's Final Order Cutoff. There's multiple places online that give you a discount, so guys, do your own research, find the place that you like the most, and put your pre-orders in if you're liking any of the books that I'm going to talk about in today's video. Alright guys, those are this weekend's Final Order Cutoff order deadline dates. Let's go ahead and dive in to this weekend's Final Order Cutoff cover lover picks. Sadly guys, I was only able to find 4 covers. That's it. 4 covers that I think might do well on the secondary market in the future, or maybe possibly right out of the gate. Guys, let's go ahead and cover these covers. First up, we have Doom issue number 1. Now, this is the 1 in 100 Virgin Ratio variant done by Adi Granov. Now, there is a little something in the guts of this book. Very small, but this is written by Jonathan Hickman, and there's a lot of buzz around him right now because he's doing some really good stuff over at Marvel. Now, next up is Doom issue number 1. Now, this is the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Maria Wolf. It's a pretty cool cover, and I've seen some of Maria Wolf's work do well on the secondary market in the past. So, guys, keep an eye on both of these covers for Doom issue number 1. Now guys, next up is Helverine issue number 1 with the variant cover done by Scotty Young. it's Scotty Young. I gotta show you all of his covers, and you guys need to make your own decision if you think this is gonna do well on the secondary market or not. But again, there is something in the guts of this book as well. Now guys, last but not least, we have Ultimate X-Men issue number 3 with the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Tony S. Daniel. Now again, there is a little bit of buzz around Ultimate X-Men. There is something small in the guts of this book as well, and this is just a great Tony S. Daniel cover for Armor. This is just a great cover in my opinion, and that's it. Those were the 4 covers that I found on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff that I think possibly, maybe, could do well in the secondary market. But guys, you let me know what you think down in the comments below. But let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which is my second prints, facsimiles, and beyond. Alright guys, weirdly enough, there were a bunch of facsimile books on this weekend's Final Order Cutoff and also a bunch of second prints. So let's not waste any time because we got a lot to cover. First up, we have Our Army at War, issue number 81 with the facsimile edition. Now this has the prototype of Sergeant Rock in it. Now I'm honestly not sure what the prototype of Sergeant Rock would mean. If you guys know, guys, let me know down in the comments below and I will pin your comment to the top of the comment section so that way everyone will also know what the prototype of Sergeant Rock actually is. But guys, moving on, we have the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 256, the facsimile edition. Now this has the first appearance of Puma, an enemy of Spider-Man who later becomes his ally. Now this is the original cover, but guys, guess what? Next up is the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 256, the facsimile edition. But this is the 1 in 25 ratio variant with a cover done by Miguel Mercado. Now why are these facsimiles getting different covers? I honestly don't know. And why are we having 1 in 25 ratio prints of these facsimiles? It's really bothersome to me. I really don't think, A, we need this many facsimiles or freaking 1 in 25s for them. Now guys, next up, my button's not working, but guys, next up is Avengers Annual issue number 10, the facsimile, but there's also a foil for this. Now this has the first appearance of Rogue and the first cover appearance of Mystique. But guys, guess what? Next up is Avengers Annual issue number 10, the facsimile edition, but this is the 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Elizabeth Torque. Again, why are we having these 1 in 25 ratio variants for these facsimiles? It's crazy to me. But guys, we do have one more facsimile that does have an A and B cover. This is Jim Henson's Labyrinth Archive Edition, issue number 2. Now this is the cover A. It's done by John Buscema and Romeo Tangal, I want to say it is. And that is the original cover for this book. But guys, guess what? There is a Jim Henson's Labyrinth Archive Edition, issue number 2, cover B. Now this is done by Rebecca Publa. I want to say that's how you pronounce it, but I'm probably totally butchering her name because I can't pronounce first names or last names, I guess. And I really don't like this cover at all. But yeah, those are all the facsimiles. Now we need to cover the second prints. All right, guys, first up is Deadpool issue number 1, the second print variant done by Rogue Antonio. And we also have Deadpool number 1, the second print 1 in 25 ratio variant, also done by Rogue Antonio, which I want to say that is the wrong information. I found that on League Comic Geeks, but this is just a symbol, and I'm not sure if that's also done by Rogue Antonio or not. If I find the correct information while editing, I'll put it up on screen right now. But guys, next up we have Geiger issue number 1, the second print variant done by Gary Frank. And after that we have Redcoat issue number 1, the second print variant done by Brian Hitch. And last but not least we have Rook Exodus issue number 1, the second print variant done by Jason Fabak. Alright guys, those are all the facsimiles in the facsimile 1 in 25s and also all the second prints. It's crazy there was that many 1 in 25s for second prints in facsimiles. But guys, I guess that's all the new rage right now, I guess. I don't know, it's crazy. Alright guys, let's go ahead and move over to the next section, which are all the books that actually have a little bit of something in the guts. Alright guys, first up is kind of a weird one. This is Batman issue number 147. Now, if you are not reading Batman, you probably don't know that Batman has created himself a alternate personality that he has kept in his psyche for when it is needed. And this character is a little bit more dark, a little more ruthless, and willing to go the extra mile. Now, In this story by Chip Zdarsky, Zur-In Ra, the name of this alternate personality, has separated himself from Bruce Wayne and put himself in Failsafe, this robot that Chip Zdarsky introduced at the beginning of his run. Now in issue number 147, Zur-In Ra, it takes on a new sidekick, and they use the word new in the solicitation. So hopefully this is actually a new character and not just someone from the Bat mythos that Zur-In Ra is like, you know, adding on as a sidekick. But that's speculation. You got to make some educated guesses on what new actually means. But guys, next up is Doom issue number 1. Now the solicitations in this says Doom goes on a quest to harness more power than any human has ever wielded before in order to try to stop Galactus from bringing about the death of the universe. So what is this power? How is he harnessing it? Is he harnessing it for good or evil? Is that even speculation? I don't know. It's written by Jonathan Hickman. It has art by Sanford Green. I am super excited for this book, and I just thought that was a little interesting, so I wanted to share that with you guys. Now guys, next up is Hellverine issue number 1. Now this has the first team appearance of the Hellfire Warriors, and this is also the first solo series for Hellverine. So that is pretty cool. We got a first solo series and a first team appearance in this book, and there are some pretty cool covers for this book. But guys, last but not least is Ultimate X-Men issue number 3. Now this has the origin of Maystorm in it, and they say if you don't have the first appearance, cameo, or second appearance of a character, go after that origin. So guys, the origin right here is for Maystorm in Ultimate X-Men issue number 3. Alright guys, those are all the books that had a little something in the guts. We've covered cover lever picks, second prints, facsimiles, and beyond. Let's go ahead and find out what my spec picks of the week are. I say this a lot, especially as of late. Final Order's cutoff has been like really weak. There hasn't been anything super strong for speculation. I completely missed out on Ultimate Spider-Man. That was a complete kerfuffle by me. But guys, after looking at all these books that are on Final Order cutoff, as of right now, of Thursday at 9:29 a.m., there isn't really anything to really like sink my teeth into. So I'm going to say save your money. There's really nothing on this list. Covers, second prints, facsimiles, or anything that has something that it's in the guts. I really think all these books, you know, I don't know. There's nothing really there to me. Now, if I really had to spend money, I'd probably go after that Doom issue number 1, the 1 in 100 virgin ratio variant done by Adi Granov. But that's only if someone's like forcing me to spend the money. Otherwise, I'm really going to save my money on all these books. I wouldn't speculate on any of them. I could be completely wrong. Maybe Ultimate X-Men issue number 3, that 1 in 25 ratio variant done by Tony S. Daniel is pretty good because again, we get the origin of Maystorm in there. But really, I think this is a great week to save your money. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comments below. But guys, we're going to keep this video rolling and we're going to go right into my Final Order cutoff recommendations to read. Alright guys, the first book, because I have 2 of them that I want to talk to you guys about. The first book up actually is one of the spec books, which is pretty cool, and I'm just really excited for this series. Guys, this is Doom issue number 1. Now the reason why I'm excited, because it is coming from the writer of Jonathan Hickman, and it's going to have art by Sanford Green. Sanford Green is fantastic, and his take on Doom just on cover 8 is so good. Now let me go ahead and read the synopsis for you guys. In the near future, Doom alone must save the Marvel Universe. Legendary creators Jonathan Hickman and Sanford Green send Doom on a journey unlike any that he has undertaken before. With Valeria Richards at his side, Doom goes on a quest to harness more power than any human has ever wielded before in order to try to stop Galactus from bringing about the death of the universe. That is all we get, but guys, there are some really good covers. There is that Maria Wolf, there's the Adi Granov, there's the cover A, and I believe there's 1 or 2 more that I'm blanking off the top of my head. But guys, I am really, really pumped for this book. Now, the other book that has me really excited is Ain't No Grave issue number 1. Now, this is coming from the writer of Scotty Young and has art by Jorge Corona. I am really excited. I love that creative duo right there. But let me go ahead and read the synopsis to you guys. Eisner Award-winning artist Scotty Young and Eisner Award-nominated artist Jorge Corona, the team behind the hit series Middle West and The Me You Love in the Dark, are back together with an all-new miniseries, Ain't No Grave. This Unforgiven-styled journey is an original macabre Western fantasy tale for mature readers only, told through a Guillermo del Toro-esque lens. Writer, put her violent past behind her when she fell in love and became a mother. But that was before she learned it was all going to be taken away. Now she'll have to pick up her guns once again and ride to kill the ones behind the threat, which just happens to be death. The genre-bending adventure begins with this double-length first issue with 40 pages of story with no ads. Yeah. We have a Western woman that's gonna go ahead and fight death. That sounds really freaking cool. Jorge Corona's art is freaking amazing. I can't believe he's gonna be on Transformers with Daniel Warren Johnson, and now he's doing Ain't No Grave with Scotty Young. This is just super exciting. Middle West was great. The Me You Love in the Dark was fantastic. I just cannot wait to get my hands on this book. And those are two really exciting #1s from two great creative teams. I am pumped. And I definitely missed some other new #1s that I didn't have time to like really go in depth and know if I was gonna be excited about or not. So guys, make sure you guys are going over all the books on this weekend's final order cutoff, and if you see something you like, let your local LCS know. Alright guys, I did find some new comic book day covers for next week that I think could do well on the secondary market, so let's go ahead and cover those real quick. Alright guys, next week's new comic book day is April 17th of 2024, and I found 5 covers that I think could do well on the secondary market that I think you guys might want to keep an eye on. Now first up is Miles Morales Spider-Man issue number 19. Now this is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Derek Chu. This is just a really great cover, and there are a lot of Derek Chu fans out there. I personally don't love his artwork, especially when he does like women, but guys, this Miles Morales is really freaking good. Now guys, next up is Wonder Woman issue number 8, the 1:25 ratio variant done by Joshua Swaby. This is a fantastic cover in my opinion, and it is issue number 8. We're kind of later in the run of Wonder Woman. It's a 1:25. How many shops are going to be ordering 25 to get this cover? Probably not that many. I could be wrong, but I like this cover a lot. I'm personally going to be looking for this to pick it up for my personal collection. Now guys, next up is Fall of the House of X issue number 4 with the 1:50 ratio variant done by Eric M. Guys, we get Emma Frost on the cover. She looks fantastic. I don't personally like the way her face looks, but when I showed this off on previews, a lot of people like this cover a lot. So, you know what? If you like it, I would definitely go after this 1:50 ratio variant because it's a nice virgin version of it. But guys, keep an eye on that 1:25 too. I really like it. It's done by Mumad Asar, and it's got Polaris drinking a cup of coffee on it. I like that one, but that would be for my personal PC. I'm not sure about speculation on that one. Now guys, 2 more covers. They are for Penthouse issue number 2. Now the first one up is the cover F, which is the 1:10 ratio variant done by Sozo Micah. This is really nice. Really freaking nice. And for issue number 1 at Penthouse, I believe the 1:25 in the 1:10 both did pretty good on the secondary market right out of the gate, so keep an eye on that. Alright guys, the final cover that I think might do well on the secondary market is a cover that I don't even have the full artwork for. It is Penthouse Comics issue number 2, the cover F, which is the 1:25 ratio variant done by Tula Latte. Guys, there are some covers that I've seen by Tula Latte that are a little risque, that are really freaking good. And this one right here, the girl's face on the cover, it looks absolutely fantastic, and I believe we're probably going to be able to see a little bit more when we take this comic out of the bag. This is really nice, really nice. The pink is also a really nice highlight. I don't know. I think this could do well, and obviously Sozo Micah, come on! Alright guys, those are the covers that I found on next week's new comic day, which is again April 17th of 2024, that might possibly do well on the secondary market. But that's it for this video guys, so let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Alright guys, we are at the end of today's video. Now I do want to apologize to everyone if I was low energy or didn't see myself. I feel like I might be coming down with a cold. I got this pain that's like starting in the base of my neck and like going up my head. I don't like it at all. But you know what? If I'm getting a cold, I'm getting a cold. I just want to say I apologize if it wasn't my normal self and I wasn't bringing the same amount of energy, because I try to do that in every single video. Now guys, if you watch from the beginning of the video all the way to this point right here, I just gotta tell you guys are the true freaking legends. Thank you guys so much. You guys show so much support to the channel. Now guys, look down real quick. Have you guys smashed that like button just yet? If you haven't, do me a favor and smash that like button. And last but not least guys, if you guys watch that video and you guys enjoy comic book content and you're not subscribed, I just gotta tell you, what are you doing? Get yourself subscribed, hit that bell for notifications, and once again, smash that like button. All right, guys, have yourself a great weekend, a great final order cutoff. I do have a third video for this week. I believe most of it's in the can. I got to edit today's video and then dive into that and finish editing it. And I got to shoot some B-roll for it. It might land on Monday or Tuesday of next week. I'm going to do my best to get it out, but there is something in the can at least. I started it. At least I started it. All right, guys, have yourself a great weekend again, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.